Here in front of me, we have a backpack that is from Decathlon called the NH500 30L backpack. I think it's maybe called the Escape as well. That's also the model as well. The NH stands for nature hiking. It's built for everybody, I guess you could say. That's what their main focus is. I've had this backpack for probably a year and a half now, and I'm wanting to give you a full review, a full opinion on this bag. So I'm going to run you through some of the specification first, and then we'll get into some of the pros and cons, and actually why I changed this backpack to another one. Well, I kept this one, but I've got another one now as well, which I want to review. When it comes to the specification, it's a 30-liter backpack. When I bought it, it was advertised actually as a 35-liter backpack. The weight is pretty lightweight. It's a 1 kilo backpack. And actually, when I weighed it, it was about 950 grams, which is pretty sweet. I think that's because I took the rain cover out because I don't use it very often. But when it does rain quite heavily, there is an included rain cover. But again, I don't really use it. It does come with a 10-year warranty. I haven't tried that yet, but it might be worth doing since I have had some tears on the bottom of the backpack that I'll probably need to get into at some stage with how durable the backpack is. So anyway, that's pretty much the specification. Let's get into the comfort of the backpack. So in my experience, if you're using this for multi-day backpacking, like, a big trekking adventure or backpacking adventure in the mountains or whatever, it's okay. It's basically what I would say the bare minimum for this that you can use for this type of trip. It does carry 30 liters, which is pretty cool. You've got two water pockets on either side that you can put water bottles. One of them has a buckle on that strap, and then the other one doesn't. I don't understand why they did that, but that's the way it is. The zips are very good quality on it, and the shoulder straps aren't very good. They're okay. And just around the top where there's a handle, there's like a built-in handle onto the shoulder strap. It kind of digs into your neck when you're hiking, so that's not very comfortable. There is a waist strap or a waist buckle that goes around your waist, and it's pretty much useless. You might as well just remove it. It doesn't support any weight onto your waist or your hips, so you might as well just remove it. There is the sternum strap, which is okay. I don't think there's no built-in whistle or anything like that. It does have a padded back, which is quite nice, and it's fairly well ventilated, it's adequate. Again, nothing fancy. This whole backpack, as you might notice, there's nothing too fancy about it. I will say though that when it comes to durability, it's pretty impressive. Like I said, had this for a year and a half, and it's only got one scrape on the bottom. And you might notice I've actually removed the label for the Quechua logo. I just wasn't a fan of it. It kind of, everybody kind of buys this backpack, and it feels kind of like everybody buys it. So it doesn't feel like a unique backpack, in my opinion. It does have a nice neutral black color, so you can mix it with other colors, which is cool. But then the color scheme has all this brown all over it, which I'm not really a fan of. I would have preferred gray, white, or even just black. It does have a spot to attach your trekking poles. I seem to have lost the other one. It came off while I was hiking one time, and it just popped off. But the other one's still there, so I sometimes use that. I have used this backpack for just standard air travel, and it does fit in the luggage compartment on an airplane, and it's very small for its weight and 30-liter capacity. So it's very good for just standard traveling, like if you're just traveling on buses and planes and things like that, not even just for hiking. It's a pretty good backpack for that sort of thing. The price range is around 35 euros. I think that's a bit steep, and they should reduce it. If you can get it on offer for like 25 or 30 euros or 30 pounds, then I think that's more worth the price tag, in my opinion. They do some other models at Decathlon, which are worth considering if you want something that's a bit more built for hiking or mountaineering. But on the plus side, this is a pretty standard but slightly modern backpack, and it does take a 15.6-inch laptop because I used to use this, and I probably I do still use it with a 15-inch laptop sometimes that fits in the back there. When it comes to the compartments, we've got the one main compartment, which is probably about, I would say, 25 liters of space. Then you've got a bottom zipping compartment that is maybe like 5 liters of space. And then another 5 liters is this pocket on the front. So we got 20, 5, and 5, or something like that. It's roughly like that. So you've got a front pocket to put documents. You've got another front pocket, which I don't like how it's on the side. I think it would have been better just on the top. That way everything's on the top. And actually, this other backpack I have, that's this Chinese Amazon one, it actually has that design. So the zip is facing to the top rather than on the side, which is interesting. There are reasons why I swapped to a different backpack, and I use this one just when friends are coming over and they want to go hiking, and I've got a spare backpack they can use. I don't really use this one anymore. For the money, I think it is a pretty decent backpack. The material is this like ripstop nylon stuff, and it's very heavy, like strong is what I'm saying. It's a pretty thick thread, and the weave it's fairly tight, I would say. But it's fairly durable, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm happy with the durability. Maybe the mesh pockets could be improved, but durability wise, it's fairly strong. I filled this up with about 10 kilos of weight, and that's about the maximum. If you put anything more in, it starts to probably put too much strain on the shoulder straps, I would say. So the comfort is okay. The space is pretty good. The weight is actually fantastic, I would say. The weight is really good. And the price is, again, okay. I would say, though, that if you can get, maybe have a look at the other options Decathlon do. If you're wanting something a bit more specific, it's worth probably having a look at the other options that they do, because they have literally like 20 different versions of like a 30-liter backpack. It's insane. But then again, I've had this for a year, and it is pretty impressive how it's taken quite a beating. I've used it on many different trips. Friends have borrowed it while we've gone hiking, and I've put all my camping gear in it and all of my hiking gear. So you can have a look at that video if you want to have a look at what goes into this backpack. I'm just doing a general overlook of it and giving you my opinion after a year of ownership. That's my overall opinion on it. That's a review of this Quechua Escape, I believe, 30-liter NH500 hiking backpack. If you have any other questions, you can leave them down below, and I'll try and help you in the comments. Subscribe. I do lots of different outdoor content and backpacking, bike packing, you name it. Have a look at it. And that's pretty much it.